we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options.
Israel supports their struggle for freedom and strongly condemns the mass slaughter of innocent civilians. We all hope that the Persian nation will soon be freed from the yoke of tyranny.
Rioting and attacking public places, setting mosques on fire, burning the Book of God. I mean, these are all schemes planned by America and Israel.
Iran is boiling as more than 10,600 people have been detained and more than 500 killed. 496 protesters and 48 security personnel, according to the US-based human rights activists news agency. With Iran's internet shut down and phone lines cut, reports from inside the country remain scarce as protests continue to spread, while Tehran has released no official death toll. Unrest has been fueled by the aftermath of a brief 12-day war with Israel and the US in June 2025, alongside renewed UN sanctions that have driven Iran's currency to historic lows, trading at over 1.4 million to $1. Amid the meltdown, the US and Iran continue to exchange war of words. The US has repeatedly warned Iran of intervention since the anti-government protests began on December 28th. Trump even stated, "If they start killing people, they will be hurt where it hurts," hinting at Supreme Leader Khamenei.
How long do you think the Ayatollah will be in power after what we've seen play out on the ground there? When is the U.S. going to get involved now that reports of protesters being killed on the ground?
So Iran's in big trouble. It looks to me that the people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a few weeks ago. We're watching the situation very carefully. I've made the statement very strongly that if they start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts. And that doesn't mean boots on the ground, but it means hitting them very, very hard where it hurts. So we don't want that to happen. There have been cases like this where President Obama totally backed down. But this is something pretty incredible that's happening in Iran. It's an amazing thing to watch. They've done a bad job. They've treated their people very badly, and now they're being paid back. So let's see what happens. We're watching it. We're watching it very closely.
Replying to the U.S., Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian accused adversaries Israel and the United States of fueling the unrest, claiming attacks on public places and fires during protests were part of a plan by Jerusalem and Washington.
From our dear people, as before, the request is that in every neighborhood they gather together and not allow any rioting to take place. People must be present on the scene. People have concerns. We sit down with them and are concerned. It's our duty to address their worries. But an even greater duty is to not allow a group of rioters to come and disrupt the whole society. Protest is the people's right, and we are obligated to respond to their protest. But rioting and attacking public places, setting mosques on fire, burning the Book of God, I mean, these are all schemes planned by America and Israel. People can see what happens to this Israel that claims to speak of humanity.
As Iran burns, Israel said it is closely monitoring the fallout from the widespread protests. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu denounced the killing of civilians and expressed hope of rebuilding ties with Iran once the nation is freed from what he described as the yoke of tyranny.
Israel is closely monitoring the situation in Iran. Protests for freedom have spread throughout the country. The people of Israel and the entire world are amazed by the tremendous courage of the Iranian citizens. Israel supports their struggle for freedom and strongly condemns the mass slaughter of innocent civilians. We all hope that the Persian nation will soon be freed from the yoke of tyranny. And when that day comes, Israel and Iran will once again become reliable partners in building a future of prosperity and peace for both peoples.
As Israel and its ally, the U.S., seek opportunities to weaken the Khamenei regime, China opposed the use of force and foreign interference, urging respect for national sovereignty under international law. Beijing also voiced hope that Iran can overcome its challenges and preserve stability.
China hopes the Iranian government and people will overcome the current difficulties and uphold stability in the country. We always oppose interference in other countries' internal affairs and calls on parties that the sovereignty and territorial integrity of all countries shall be respected and oppose the use or threat of force in international relations, and we call on parties to act in ways conducive to peace and stability in the Middle East.
Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi claimed the unrest was fully under control, accusing Israel and the United States of fueling the violence without providing evidence. Araghchi said Iran remained open to diplomacy, while a foreign ministry spokesperson said talks with the U.S. could continue only based on mutual interests, not unilateral demands. On January 12th, Trump said the U.S. is weighing strong options against Iran, including military and cyber actions, warning of unprecedented retaliation if Tehran strikes back. He confirmed talks are being arranged with Iran, but said action may come first as unrest, and arrests continue. Trump claimed Iran has reached out, saying, "I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States, want to negotiate."
On Iran, have they crossed your red line yet to trigger a response?
They're starting to, it looks like, and there seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options. We'll make a determination.
Which options have you been briefed on? Are you meeting with senior officials?
Are you asking me to say what will they do, where will we attack, when, and at what angle will we attack from? Who are you with?
I'm with the U.S. White House TV pool. I'm wondering, are you being briefed on options? I'm with CNN, sir.
Why don't you just say I'm with CNN? She says I'm with the White House pool.
Yes.
And I say, what? You're with CNN. You're with fake news. Because CNN is fake news. Go ahead, give me a question.
Can I ask how you're balancing and how you're deciding your response, the balance between helping protesters versus hindering them? Because I imagine that's a delicate balance to strike.
I mean, some of the protesters were killed through the stampeding. I mean, there's so many of them. And some were shot. We get a full report. I'm getting an hourly report, and we're going to make a determination.
Sir, the son of the disposed Shah, and some military leaders are encouraging you to take action in Iran. Is that a serious option? And
people have been shot, and we're looking at it.
Are you going to send Starlink to Iran, sir, to help the people on the ground with the internet blackout for more than 72 hours?
We're talking about that. We may get the internet going, if that's possible.
Are you talking to Musk
We
about
may speak to Elon. Because as you know, he's very good at that kind of thing. He's got a very good company. So we may speak to Elon Musk. And in fact, I'm going to call him as soon as I'm finished with you.
Just quickly, Iran said that they would consider military and commercial bases as legitimate targets if you struck. Are you concerned about...
We'll consider things targets that they wouldn't believe. If they do that, we will hit them at levels that they've never been hit before. They won't even believe it. I have options that are so strong. So, I mean, if they did that, it'll be met with a very, very powerful force.
Do you think Iran takes your threats seriously?
I think so. Don't you think so, CNN? Don't you think so? Wouldn't you say that they probably do at this point? After going through it for years with me, being hit, Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, the Iran nuclear threat wiped out, don't you think, and then you just had Venezuela. Don't you think, she says, CNN, do you think they take your threat seriously? Wouldn't you say they do after all of the things we've done? What a stupid question.
You said something willingness from Iran to engage diplomatically with you or perhaps negotiate on nuclear program.
With Iran?
Yeah, do you think they want to engage diplomatically with you?
They do. They called
They called you? Is it still
yesterday.
an option? Is it still an option?
Iran called to negotiate.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. The leaders of Iran called. They want to negotiate. I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States.
Are you sharing any details on that call?
Iran wants to negotiate, yes.
Negotiate what?
We may meet with them. I mean, a meeting is being set up. But we may have to act because of what's happening before the meeting. But a meeting is being set up. Iran called. They want to negotiate.